What's good? I know I already put up a video today, but I had to do this again. Um, a lot of people, like to do dumb shit in life, including myself. What's good, viewer? Hit that like button really quick. I was told about this yesterday, and I didn't know the guy very well. We talked up on the Discord a few times, and then interactions through people's Juggalo chats, and comments and all that other stuff. I knew him as Big Nick, and it just hurts me. It just hurts me to know that one of the Juggalo homies has passed away. For those who don't know, Big Nick, he's a YouTuber here. He, big fans of like CPN and Crazy and Carnival Spirits, and he loved wrestling. He also loved anything to do with ICP. He was just such a kind soul and such a fucking big-hearted person for a very big man. The dude's like 6'8", 6'9", something like that. So, he Sunday, apparently I just watched Crazy's video, and Don Chaos and a few others have told me what happened. Apparently he had a seizure at work. He was working at Jet's Pizza, and he hit his head very hard to where he went to the hospital and was induced in a coma, and then yesterday he passed away. Excuse me. But don't take life for granted. A lot of you know that this past February, in 2018, I was blinded by the sun for a split second, and it caused me to flinch. So I went like that, and right away, there was a bus right in front of me. I didn't even know that it was in front of me. Last second, I slammed the brakes, braced myself, and tried to turn. And luckily, I was in a car that was higher up off the ground. I was in a Honda Element, and the EMTs told me if I was in anything shorter, I would be dead, because my head would have went right into the back of that bumper. So I live my life to the fullest, even though I have bad days here and there. I make sure I know that every day could be worse. I don't have a great job. It doesn't pay the best. The hours aren't that great. I average about 33 hours a week. But you gotta take life how it is. If you don't like your life how it is, make it better. I want to get my fucking weight down. I know that's going to be a huge problem coming up in my 30s and 40s. I plan on getting my gastric bypass surgery this year. I know that's taking the easy way out, but if I don't do it, there's nothing I can do, because working out isn't my strongest, whatchamacallit. I can't think of the word right now, but I can work out, but I don't have time. I'm working usually 2 to 11, some days I have to find time to do it, and I plan on getting a Planet Fitness pass soon. But don't fucking take life for granted. Live life. Like, if you can go to a concert, fucking go to it. If you can go to an event that you've been wanting to see for a long time, go to it. If you want to meet someone, do it. Like, this is all, it's, you know, kind of cheesy to say it, but it's, you know, fight back against your haters, fight back against, you know, the naysayers. Fight back against your weight. If you're too skinny, like Violent J said, if you're too skinny, gain some weight. If you're too fat, lose some weight. I've tried losing weight. It's not the easiest thing for me. I constantly want junk food. I work with candy bars because I work at a fucking gas station. Who's up in the chat? Leave me a like. But seriously, man, Big Nick was a great person. He loved wrestling. I love talking to him about wrestling because, you know, he's older than I am. Oh, what up, Crazy? I just watched your video and it just inspired me to make this one. Because I did a tribute video for him to send the Carnival Spirits, and I had to redo my video like 5 or 6 times because I couldn't think of the words to say. And your video got me fucking choked up, dude. Just you talking about Big Nick. But seriously though, if you have any terrible thoughts about yourself and you think you don't want to live anymore, this is to anyone. Fucking find help. Ask for help. See a therapist. Go to groups. Any of that shit. If you're a drug addict or a recovering drug addict, or know someone who's a recovering drug addict, get help, find them help, or, you know, fix it yourself. I have a situation in my life right now where I know a recovering drug addict, and it's not easy because it was one of the scariest things in my life when I found out. So I try to help that person as much as possible, even if it makes me go broke. Life's a crazy thing, man. We live to die. That's it. Some of our lives are longer, some of our lives are shorter. I know a kid a few years ago, well, it's probably been, I want to say, almost 10 years. Maybe not 10. But kid I grew up a few houses down from, hated his stepdad. They didn't get along. He went into their room, found his gun, and shot himself right on their bed. All because he hated his stepdad. It's the craziest shit ever. So, if you need help, don't fucking hesitate to seek help. Yeah, Big Nick was taken away way too early. Especially with Fearless Fred Fury coming out. I know he was super pumped about that album. Hopefully he got one on the way up. Yeah, I've had so many people taken out of my life way too early. My brother-in-law died in 2014 due to cancer. He found out right before he got married that he had cancer in 2009, and he quickly, like, didn't even have honeymoon. Quickly, the day after he got married, he was in the hospital getting his tumors removed. He had a scar from here that went up all the way to his chin. It went away for a long time, and he built his muscle back up and all this other stuff, and because he loved working out and he loved going to the Arnold Classics and all that stuff. And it came back and hit him hard. He passed away in 2014, left behind my sister and his 2 kids. And I miss him every day. It doesn't get easier for me. He was also a juggalo. He's one of the main reasons why I still listen to the music. Anytime a new album comes out, he was he was the person that I would, I would go over to the house or whatever and burn him the CDs or, send him the digital downloads. And, he got to hear Mighty Death Pop and Bang Pow Boom off the new deck, and that was it. He didn't get to hear Missing Link. It came out a few months after he passed. I know he would have been super pumped for the Drive-By CD that just came out not too long ago. I know he would hate this fucking divide because he loved ICP and Twisted, more so Twisted. But, so that's a whole little story about my brother-in-law that his memory will always remain with me. And he, a few weeks before he passed, he gave me a lot of his Psychopathic merch, a huge Hatchet Man blanket, mug, stickers, action figures, bobbleheads, all this other stuff. Always lending me CDs to listen to whenever I didn't have them or didn't have the money to, or he would burn me them CDs. Because as a kid, I couldn't afford it because I didn't have money. I would mow lawn to get ICP and Twisted albums and ABK and Blaze and Lotus and all that shit. I remember this one time, I called my brother up and I'm like, hey man, can you take me to FYE? I need to go get the new Dark Lotus CD, and I'm talking about Black Rain. And I paid in fucking change because I saved up my lunch money change for a few weeks. It was like $18 for the CD at FYE. And just, mowing lawns to get fucking money for albums and shit and all that fucking fun stuff. But yeah, that's about it for me right now. Just live your life to the fucking fullest. I try to do that with mine, even though I have good and bad days. So try to stay positive. Big Nick, we're gonna fucking miss you. This gathering coming up is for you, big homie. So we'll see you in Shangri-La. Till next time, I'm out.